My whole point
and
and
be
goal
the producer.
is to get people to just think for themselves. But I'm asking a question that's very important in this video. And the fact is, the Old Testament was written in the Hebrew language, and the New Testament was written in the Greek language. Now, let's just focus on the Hebrew language in this video. The Hebrew language consists of 22 letters, and those letters represent a number. And it also represents a color and a note on the piano scale. So, those letters, starting with a left, in the Hebrew language, represent or stand for an actual word. So, when you're thinking about the true interpretation of Scripture, and you look at the original manuscripts, and then you look at the King James Version, or the King James interpretation of the manuscripts, you're just like, how did you get this into that? Because there are no thus, thous, it's none of that in the Hebrew language. It's certain words that's in the Bible that the Hebrew language don't even have. So, I mean, most people don't even know the real true history behind King James. And that's the version of the Bible that they support the best. And I'm just saying, because it's time to really open our eyes up and see what's going on around us in society. Because if the average Christian was to step out of the Christian world into the real world, they get slaughtered in the debate. Because most of them don't even know any true, tangible information. Because, I mean, using everything and referring back to the Bible is not cutting it in a real debate that makes a change. However, there are good things and tools that we can get out of the Word, but most of the people that I know that are using it against people are just the real churchy Christians. And that's what's turning society off about the image of Christ. So it's just something to think about. How did we get to where we are now as far as the King James Version Bible, and how do we get that from the Hebrew language when it consists of 22 letters? Research the letters, what they stand for and what they represent, break it down, and then you tell me.